Okay, good morning again to all of you. Today, we'll be learning about the answer to this essential question. The essential question is, where are the common locations of geohazards and how do they occur? So, we have here on the board the most common geohazards. We have, can you please read the first one? Okay, Caroline, next. What's the first geohazard? Earthquake. Next one. Who'd like to read this one? Can we read all of us read this one? Volcanic eruptions. And then the third one. Okay. And the fourth one. Okay. And then the fifth one. Okay. So these are what we call as geohazards. And each one of them are common in certain locations and they have their own characteristics. Let us begin with the earthquakes. Earthquakes can happen anywhere. I mean anywhere, even in North Carolina. However, most earthquakes happen in the Pacific Ring of Fire because of the subduction happening all around the Pacific Ocean. After each major earthquake, a lot of people die because what is happening is that when an earthquake happens, like in this one, see, this is graham crackers, and I will turn on the video, okay? The remaining one will be my snap, okay? So we have here two graham crackers, and as you can see, the edges are rough, just like what is happening in a transform boundary. And the most popular one here is the San Andreas Fault on the western side of the United States, along the Pacific Ring of Fire. Now you will see what is happening in a transform boundary, just like what is happening in the San Andreas Fault is this. One plate is moving forward and then the other plate is moving downward, which is described as sliding. So when they do that, you will feel that, oh golly, there's a break already. First, what will happen is that there will be friction, and then the rock breaks. I didn't know that it would break that fast. But the break here is actually where the focus starts. And above that is the epicenter where the earthquake happens. So this is how it happens. Okay, let's imagine it again. So first, they slide. And probably you can hear the screeching sound, and then they break. That's the one. That's where the earthquake begins, in the focus. Now, it also happens in the subduction zone. So I will put it side view like that. Now you'll see here that this one is the oceanic plate. This one is the continental plate. I'll get a new one. Okay, I'm losing my snap. Okay, so this is what happens. Continental plate, oceanic plate. And this is what is common around the Pacific Ocean. So what's happening is that the oceanic plate is thinner. I'll have two. Okay, don't have snack anymore. Okay, the oceanic plate is thinner and the continental plate is thicker. When the heavier but thinner oceanic plate slides down, friction happens. There's sound. You can hear the sound. And then this one is where the crust melts, and then this subducting plate builds up stress and pressure, and then that's where it breaks. And that's where earthquakes happen. Now, just like what I said earlier, The thing about earthquake is that they happen because of the stress buildup. Okay? That's how it is. So strong because it builds up the pressure. And what is killing a lot of people is not actually the earthquake itself, but the aftershock. So this is what happens. Here is a bridge. When the earthquake happens, it already has a break. So some people, when the earthquake stops, they still continue to use the bridge. Or they go back to their homes to get their important belongings, their precious properties. But once they go inside and the aftershock happens, the break becomes more severe, and then things fall on their heads. People need to know that after the main quake, there are aftershocks. And these aftershocks can now totally destroy the homes and the buildings that were weakened by the main quake. So, if you experience an earthquake, do not immediately go back to your homes or do not use bridges until everything was cleared by the authorities. Because if the aftershock happens to an already weakened structure, then that weakened structure can collapse on you.